The hot fixes are in. We got class adjustments going live just this morning as, the first round of, I would say, post-class nerfs and buffs have now come live. So here we go. We're going to jump straight in. We also got bug fixes and things. And a nice tip for you if you missed this one when it comes to coffer keys. So I'm going to give you this one real quick. Here we go. Achievements. We got some bug fixes when it comes to achievements here. So just a few little things. The working past midnight would not be awarded after reaching max skill. So that's been fixed. And then fix a bug preventing completion of Tis But a Scratch. Now, this is the big one here with classes. Evidently, some weak aura shit was going on when it comes to class buffs and stuff, so this one's been adjusted here. Players can no longer disable or cancel raid buffs while a player is in combat. These buffs can still be canceled when outside of combat and can always be applied regardless of combat state. The spells affected by this are Mark of the Wild, Arcane Intellect, Battle Shout, Power Ward, Fortitude, Sky Fury, Source of Magic, Symbolic Relationship, and Blessing of the Bronze. I mean, I don't mind this change at all because honestly, half the time I'm trying to undo the fucking transformations you guys put on me. You guys turn me into a fucking giraffe or something before the fight, and I'm a visual guy, so I like to see my fucking sword swinging around. When you guys, it fucks me up. So I try to disable that shit, and sometimes I disable buffs by accident in the middle of the fight. So, yeah, so that doesn't bother me. I guess some weak auras were using shit, or some weak aura workarounds were using this. So I guess Blizzard removed it. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But anyways, yeah, Girafficus, right. So, moving on to other shit, we got some interesting stuff going on with Unholy. So here's the thing. We saw the Unholy debuff, right? It was like a 30% across the board or 20% across the board for them because they were absolutely just, slapping people. Well, Blizzard is going back and undoing some of the nerfing they did there because it looks like Unholy was nerfed a bit too hard. So we got a bunch of buffs coming in for Unholy, including a 30% to their melee damage alone. Pretty big buffs across the board. I've never seen a pendulum swing this hard with a single class. I mean, at this point, all Unholy Death Knight players got to be bipolar or emotionally unstable. They were literally going into the season as like the best DPS spec, and then the day before they get nerfed into the fucking ground, and then a day after season 1 goes live they get buffed out of the fucking grave again. So yeah, it's been a wild one for Unholy, but they're in a much better place today than they were yesterday, so congratulations to Unholy DKs. I guess you're making a comeback. Demon Hunter, Sigil of the Misery, is no longer counts as both an incapacitated and disorient for diminishing returns. So there you go. Balancing Druid, Alun's Chosen atmospheric exposure is now properly applied by full moons cast, by Orbit Breaker, or by Convoke the Spirits. I guess that's better. I don't know. Druids would know better than me. For Bestiality Mastery, for Hunters, we got fixed an issue where the display duration for Beast Cleave when triggered from Umbral Reach was incorrect, so that's just a little bug fix there. For Marksmanship, looks like we got some other little bug fixes here as well. Nothing in terms of nerfs or buffs, so that's pretty good. I guess, shit's broken, it's getting fixed. Survival Hunter, also getting some things here. A cooldown manager being tracking now for Spirit Bond, so that's good. It's being tracked now via the cooldown manager in-game. Takedown now breaks your pet out of roots, so that's good. Developer notes here, the tooltip for Takedown will be updated to reflect this behavior in the future patch, and then Takedown pet leap range increased to 40 yards, a little buff there for that. Nice. For Discipline Priest, they fixed an issue with Void Shield, was not causing atonement healing, and then Warlock's a little bug fix here with Demonic Fervor, and Demonology Diabloist fixed an issue where Ruination was not counting towards Dominion of Argus. So there you go. Some fixes with Delves as well. A few little, little patches things here. And besides that, we also got dungeon fixes. So a bunch of dungeon fixes with Magister's Terrace, Skyreach, and the Void Spire. Just little things here and there. Housing stuff, items, PvP things, profession fixes, and a little quest fix here at the bottom. So, I mean, of all these hot fixes, I would say Unholy is the hottest of them all. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. What are we going to do for today? We're going to go deep into the raid today. That's the plan. But before we do that, hopefully you're not banned. That's right. Players got banned for an unfortunate, I would say it's a Blizzard mistake. I don't understand why Blizzard does this. So, evidently, players were able to gather a bunch of knowledge points before the season went live if they sat at a vendor and continually purchased an item that was supposed to give them, I believe, 10 knowledge points. This was only supposed to be a one-time purchasable thing. However, they were able to purchase it multiple times and get a bunch of knowledge points. So this item here was knowledge points, tremendously intended to provide a one-time bonus of 10, as I said before. According to the Reddit posts here, exploiters have been given a 7-day ban for the knowledge point, and their knowledge points have been reset. Now, some of them were able to craft things they shouldn't have been able to craft and posted those on the auction house. Nobody's sure what's going to happen with those, if they're just going to remain with the players who bought them or they're going to be refunded the gold. Not sure there, but a 7-day ban is pretty tough. I'm not going to lie. Banning people for something that Blizzard fucked up is stupid. I totally agree, Conicia. I mean, honestly, like someone like me, right? I don't do professions that much. And then if I suddenly decided randomly before the season went live, like I want to be a profession Andy now, and I went and started purchasing that book and gathering all those knowledge points, I wouldn't have known that that's not allowed. I don't know what the fucking cap is. I don't know that I'm not supposed to gather a bunch of knowledge points like that. I would have just been doing it to advance my profession and craft more shit. So I think it's quite unfair that Blizzard does this. Of course, there's the bad people out there who are intentionally exploiting it, knowing it was an exploit, but it just seems fucked up to me that a mistake that Blizzard made in the game leads to a 7-day ban for players who might have not known it was even an exploit to begin with. So, unfortunate for them, 7 days without WoW. That's a tough one. Go touch grass, that's not going to happen. We all know WoW players don't do that, so they'll be sitting in their chair waiting for their ban to be lifted. Unfortunate for them. Another break in the game. This one's interesting. At the seat of the Triumvirate, yes, I'm talking about a Legion piece of content. There was a world quest that was awarding 246 champion cloaks. Yeah, believe it or not, I don't know who found this or who's going into Legion zones, but evidently, if you were basically down to a level 90, okay, you were a level 90 going in, I shouldn't say down to it, you were up to a level 90. Going in, there was a world quest awarding a champion level cloak, and a lot of people were going out and getting this thing. I mean, that's a big dick cloak to start the season out, 246 eye levels. So going in and getting that, this has been hotfixed. Evidently was a broken thing. It was supposed to only award gold. This was only broken on NA servers, so this was not an EU issue. The people who got it, I'm not sure what happened with the cloak yet. I'm assuming Blizzard's going to take it away, but this cloak was not supposed to be awarded. Makes absolutely no sense why a Legion daily would be awarding a cloak that's champion level for this season, but there you go. I would have loved to have this cloak because a 246 would be a major upgrade for me. We all know I'm under geared right now, but yeah, people who got it, it's good for them. I don't know if they got taken away, and now this chest is only awarding gold, but there you go, another bug fix in the game. Okay, moving on to outside of the bug fix shit. We got the Delve shit going down right now, and Valera's out there running around doing her shit, right? One thing about Valera, everybody knows you get those curios for the season. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, the two best curios, Porcelain Blade Tip and Mandate of the Sacred Death. Those are the two best for anything. Lock those in, load them out. That's your best combination for Valera. Porcelain, I don't know why every single season, am I wrong to say that there's always a porcelain one? Like, just the word porcelain is always in one of these things. I don't know what it is. Every single season, there's a porcelain curio that's like best in slot. Besides that, we got a couple other good ones right here. You guys can load out her perfectly and get her ready to do some delves. Evidently, there was an issue with Valera where if you put her in healing mode, you know, she drops the orbs. She was picking up her own orbs. Yeah, so she was going to heal you and then taking her own shit. Pretty funny. That was a nice little bug that's actually been fixed, so that shouldn't be an issue anymore, but that was going on. Now, another tip for delves, guys. There is actually something that you don't want to miss out on, some free restored coffer keys. That's right, a one-time purchase of free restored coffer keys can be yours that don't actually count against your weekly cap. Now, this is a one-time purchase, and you can actually get it. It's called the Delver Starter Kit. It can be purchased from Nelody Rivigline, okay, in Silvermoon City. It's a vendor item. You can go ahead and buy this one. It's totally free, giving you 2 restored coffer keys. Now, this is a one-time per-account item. So, you know, use it wisely, I guess. It does not count towards your weekly cap of coffer keys. Now, if you want to, you know, you're getting coffer key shards, you're capped at 600 per week, which is technically 6 coffer keys, 100 per coffer key. So, this is 2 additional coffer keys. Pretty nice boost early in the season where these things are a pretty big deal. Yeah, one character per account, I should say. While not doing this, you can only do this on 1 character per account. Yeah, so, like I said, choose wisely. It's not, this is not an altaholic thing where you can run around on your alts and get it. Yeah, this is definitely locked to your account. So 2 restored coffer keys, probably the best time to do it is early in the season, honestly. I mean, how good is that restored coffer key gear right now to push you up? So yeah, this first week, that means you can get a total of 8 coffer keys. That's pretty big boon for you. So go get that shit done. Get those restored coffer keys and get into those bountiful delves, guys. Get that fucking gear early. It's a good time to get that right now. Other than that, we got the world boss currently live, and I figured this out the hard way yesterday, guys. We went in, right? I logged in. I'm all excited. I go do the world boss, and I'm like, give me that piece of guaranteed champion gear, baby. And what did I get? I'm playing on my Blood DK, of course, the only character I fucking play. I get an offhand major, an offhand mage weapon. I'm like, Jesus, what is this? What is this?
We have a realm to destroy.
The Akare, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to our Scourge. Well, it turns out you're not guaranteed a piece of champion gear. You're guaranteed a warbound piece of champion gear. So, I mean, yeah, this is the problem with warband shit, right? And now it's like, oh, okay, everyone's having a good time on their alts, except me. I don't fucking play alts. So that was an absolutely freaking useless item. I felt like I wasted my time killing the fucking boss, and I didn't get any freaking loot out of it. So there you go. It's a shitty system. It is a shitty system. Yeah, I do have a mage on my account. I don't know if Blizzard actually takes that into account. Like, they look at your account, and they see what characters you have. I have a mage on my account. He's like level 70 or something. So I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with that offhander. I can't even equip it on him right now. But anyways, yeah, I got a fucking offhander for a mage. So, fine. Yeah, Warbound champion gear, don't forget that that's the case, and it's not just a guaranteed piece of champion gear like I thought I was going to get. Unfortunate. Best talent builds, I'm going to link this in the chat for you guys every single season. We got this from Wowhead. I'm sure many of you already know about this. You can literally copy this and paste it in. Best for... Thank you. Man follows and then raids. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Bringing in your 2 viewers to this shit stream. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. These are your best specs and talent builds, so go ahead and, you know, copy and paste these in. I'll link this in the chat. This will also be linked down below the video. So there you go. Enjoy it. Why are you saying sorry, man? You just rated me. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is how this is all gonna, you know, pan out. So yeah, go ahead, run your specs and do that shit. This is your best builds. And then finally, for all you PvPers out there, Arena World Champions and the Mythic Dungeon International. Not just PvPers, you got the PvE side of this. Registration has begun for the Arena World Champions and Mythic Dungeon International. You guys can now register for that. You can win $300,000 in the grand finals of this at BlizzCon. So yeah, there is a BlizzCon coming up, so that's pretty cool. These things are now registering. You can start, you know, getting ready to compete in the bracket and work your way through the tournament. You guys all know my arena championship days are far behind me. Season 2 and 3, you know, Gladiator, that's been a long time in the past now. I don't really do that anymore, but for now, yeah, you can register for this thing. I personally don't. As a man of the people, I don't like to compete against the people, but anyone who wants to, yeah, registration is now open. You can click this link. This should be down below as well. And for today, that is all in terms of news.